There are a few ways that we can bring up the Styles dialog box. The first way is by clicking this little box here. The second way is by going to the Format menu drop-down, Styles and Formatting. And the third way is just by pressing F11. Our Styles and Formatting dialog box is floating right now. We can place it to the right side by placing the arrow over the side. Or we can also dock it on the left side here, doing the same thing. The arrow has to be over it, not the dialog itself, wherever your arrow is on the dialog box. So I'm going to lock it in here on the right side for this tutorial. Looking at the top of our dialog box, we'll notice that we have paragraph styles, character styles, frame styles, page styles, and list styles. They all work basically the same, but for this topic, we're going to look at the list styles, character, and paragraph styles, since we've already discussed those specific topics, and then we'll cover the other two all at one time. So what styles basically are groupings of formats, more or less. And that's why we can format the paragraph, we can format the character style, we can format the lists. So a way of grouping and holding that. And let's go over an example. I've created two groupings of formats here. This red Ravi and this blue Bodoni. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight and use this paintbrush to pick another word. I'm going to use viewer. And now I want to make this the style. So to make it a style, I'm just left clicking and dragging over to the style box. And I'm going to put dash red Ravi. Now you'll notice I did this in the paragraph box. So when I go to try and make another word, like this word viewing, I'll double click this and nothing happens because it is grabbing the paragraph style, the style of this entire paragraph instead of the character style. So I just wanted to point that out because I've made that mistake a few times myself. So now we can delete this. I'm right clicking and I'm clicking delete. And yes, I want to delete that out of the paragraph. Now I'm clicking the character style tab. I'm going to highlight viewer. I am left clicking, dragging it over and creating my new style, starting with the dash so it shows up at the top and calling this red Ravi. Now that it's here, I can highlight another word like description, double click red Ravi, and it becomes the same format. Now if I change this format, let's say I want to make this, instead of red Ravi, I want to make this pink. We go into modify, and we don't want the background, we want the font. I guess it's font effect. And we'll use this light magenta here. And we'll notice that it used these two but left this other one red because I used the format paintbrush from here to the viewer. I created the style from viewer and used that on description. So it changed these two, which are the red Ravi, which should now be pink Ravi, and it left alone our other style. Now I want to create a style from the special. So I'm double clicking that, dragging it over, giving it dash blue bow. Another way to reformat into our style is to click this fill format mode. Now I'm on my blue bow, clicking the fill format, and I have a little paint bucket here, which allows me to select what I wish to make the new style. And hitting escape brings us out of it. So that is our introduction to styles.